Hey, Uriel King here. Welcome again, guys, to another episode of Ask Yuri. I just got in from a workout and thought I'd take a couple moments to answer some of your questions. And today I got a couple long questions, so I'm going to kind of break the videos up to answer each one of them as best I can individually. So let's get started. First question. This is actually a question that has several components to it, so I'm going to break it down, answer each one as best I can. All right. So this one comes from, I'm not too sure who, but somebody. They want to ask you, what are your thoughts about the fitness programs offered by Beachbody.com, including P90X, Insanity? Are these good for beginners? And do you think people that are 100 pounds or more overweight will be okay using any one of those routines? Well, first of all, I've used P90X. I like it. I think it's a really good program. My only concern with P90X is that it's very, very intensive in terms of time. Like 6 days a week, 2 hours, 2 hours per workout. I mean, if you have that kind of time and that's your thing, by all means, it's a good program. It'll show results if you stick to it. So I'm not knocking it. I think it's a great program. I think Tony Horton's awesome. And if it's something that you can stick to, that's really the key, right? Is you want to find a program that you can stick to, and that's going to produce the results. Insanity, I've never used it personally, but I believe it's based on interval cardio training, which is good. So again, high intensity exercise, that's always going to be a benefit. Again, it doesn't really matter where you are in terms of your weights. If you're 100 pounds overweight and you can do the P90X workouts, by all means, go for it. If you can't, if you're an absolute beginner, then you may want to start off with something a little bit, to ease you into exercise. But the goal is really, you want to find a program that's going to be sustainable for you, okay? That's the goal. So I think they're good programs as long as you can maintain the type of schedule that they kind of endorse. Okay, so second question. People that have had previous heart problems, high blood pressure, asthma, and joints problems, pretty random stuff here. What suggestions do you have for people who may have one of these conditions? Suggestions in terms of exercise or diets? I'm going to just kind of take that angle. Other than obviously the first thing you need to do is see your physician. I mean, you have to go through that route to make sure you know what's going on. Secondly, from an exercise perspective, you've got to get moving. You can't sit on the couch, as I'm doing right here, and expect things to get better. So with your doctor's advice, and obviously with a more of a controlled environment, maybe a cardiac rehabilitation center, is you want to start doing some type of exercise that will strengthen your cardiovascular system in a safe and effective manner. Never really has not doing anything helped anybody. And the reason that a lot of people are having issues and developing cardiovascular disease is because of a lack of exercise and a poor diet. So you need to rectify your diet, you need to get more exercise in a slow and progressive manner, right? I have asthma. I've had asthma my entire life. It was really, really bad when I was young. At this time of the year, early summer, I'm starting to feel it a bit more, so I'm taking my puffer a little bit, even middle of the night. I might not be able to breathe as much. I'm getting a little bit of a wheeze. So sometimes, there's allergens and different environmental factors, but I've noticed that with my diet, removing a lot of the allergenic foods, the wheats, the dairies, things that I'm sensitive to, my asthma has greatly improved. So that's something you want to look at is, what does your diet look like? And this is going to help for, pretty much any class of illness that you might have. Look at your diet. What does it look like? Are there foods that you could, that are, irritating you, causing more inflammation in your body? Try removing one at a time, see what the impact is, and if it's a positive impact, then you may want to remove that from your diet. Next one, other than swimming and bicycling, what is a good low impact exercise? Elliptical, rower, those are really good. Walking is great, uphill. And the final question from this person, after an intense cardio workout, visiting an oxygen bar, is that a good idea? Well, I've never done that, but it would make sense. Anything you can do to get more oxygen into your body will probably be a good thing. So sure, give it a shot. It's not going to hurt. And so just a really weird array of questions here that I've answered for you. Hopefully that's helped you out. And again, just if you have any questions, by all means, join me on Facebook. I recently got my Facebook account not reactivated. I set up a new account. So join me on Facebook. Every day I'm on there for an Ask Yuri live Q&A session. So just kind of join me on Facebook. The URL's right here. It's urielking.com/Facebook. And if you have any questions, join me on Facebook, ask me throughout the day, or join me for the live Q&A sessions, and I'll be sure to do my best to answer your questions. So until the next video, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.